Hello YouTube, I got a bunch of news stories to talk about. Originally I was going to make a video about two of the news stories, but stuff got in the way, and since now there is a third news story, I am going to just include them all in this video. The first one is Warhorse Studios, the developers of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, are making two new projects. They have officially announced this. They are working on a new Kingdom Come spin-off game, which will not be a full-fledged third game. It'll just be a spin-off game, but that's in development, and that will be releasing probably next year or something. But they also announced that they are in development of their next full-length or action RPG game, and that is a game that will take place in the Middle-earth universe. That is right. We are getting a new Lord of the Rings game, and it is going to be developed by Warhorse Studios, the developers of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I'm excited. I would like if they continue the first-person route. Maybe not necessarily the combat of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, but I would like it to be first-person personally. Just me personally, I still would like if they continue to be first-person. I have not fully played the Kingdom Come Deliverance games. I played an hour of the first game, and the reason why I haven't finished it is because my PC could barely handle it, so I am trying to wait until I get a new, better PC to eventually just continue playing that game. So I'm excited for that. And the next story is The Witcher 3, a game that released in 2015, is getting a new DLC, and it's called Songs of the Past, and it will be released in late summer of 2027 for PC, Xbox Series X and S, and the PlayStation 5 version. So sadly, no, the PS4 version and the original Xbox One version will not be getting this DLC. It is just for the new PS5 next gen updates. And I find this so funny, because this is not the first time a game from 2015 has, or at least 2014, has got DLC for a game. So, for example, Mario Kart 8, which were originally released on the Wii U on May 29th, 2014 in Japan, and May 30th in 2014 in America, that game got a Switch 1 port called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that released April 28th, 2017. Now, that got some DLCs. And those DLCs released in 2023. So while they were waiting on the development of Mario Kart World and the Switch 2, Nintendo decided, since there's been a long wait since a Mario Kart game, they decided to just release DLC, a DLC pack, new levels and stuff for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in 2023. And so this is not the first time a company, a studio, has done this. Technically, if you want to count Last of Us Part 2 Remaster, and when that game got remastered for the PS5, they updated the game with a new game mode called No Return, which was a roguelike mode, and that got released and stuff, and everyone loved it. I loved it. It's a fun game mode. But again, I wouldn't really classify that, because that was a part of the remastered version when it released. It wasn't like it didn't release a good few years after the original PS4 version. It was only included in the remastered version. And technically, this will only be included for the remastered version for the PS5 next-gen games of The Witcher 3, but it released a good few years after that version was released to the public. So I find it funny that since these games are having such long waits in betweens for the second game, I find it funny that the studios are like, okay, let's just quickly release a DLC for this version of the game. I just find it funny, because you never saw this. You never saw this during like the Xbox 360 era, even the PS4 era. You never saw it during like these eras of games. And so I just find it like funny. I find it very funny. But I'm excited for The Witcher 3. It's called Songs of the Past, and my friend Jake, which his channel is linked in the description, so go check it out. He talked to me privately how he thinks it is going to tie in with The Witcher 1 remake, which I believe because it's called Songs of the Past. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play it. I'm trying to finish Witcher 3 myself. I've played it before, but I've never finished it. So I'm now replaying it and trying to finish it myself. So I'm excited to eventually get to those expansions and stuff and get to this expansion. So it's gonna be fucking exciting. And the next news story is obviously next week. Since now it is next week, they announced it last week, but now since it is the 27th, next week we are getting a state of play. Sony finally confirmed it. It will be on June 2nd. And I'm excited for it. And I can't wait to see what we see there. They said they're going to talk about Wolverine, but the showcase is going to be over 60 minutes long. And usually when a showcase is over 60 minutes long, that's when it's the bigger one. Usually when a showcase, a state of play is 30 to 40 minutes, you don't get that many exciting announcements. You mostly just get third-party games with the occasional live service announcement game. But since this is over 60 minutes long, usually the over 60 minutes long ones are the big ones with big announcements, big first-party announcements, even third-party announcements and stuff. So I'm expecting to see some good announcements here. We might finally get more information on Intergalactic because they're showing this at like they're showing this showcase in theaters. They're showing the state of play in theaters and stuff, like Sony-owned theaters. And so if they're doing that, then it has to be big. It has to be like this big showcase. So I believe we might see more Intergalactic footage, maybe. We might get more information about the other games. Like there's been the rumored God of War spin-off game about Kratos' wife and Atreus' mother, Faye. So we might finally get that game. That game is supposed to be like got Devil May Cry inspired like combat, so that could be them trying to connect, trying to just slowly connect people and get people to get used to this combat, because it'll probably be closer to God of War's remake combat, because I believe it's going to be close to the original, just with more modern third-person camera like Devil May Cry 5. And so if they're doing more Devil May Cry combat for this Faye spin-off game, then that could just be their way of trying to show people how this combat will look. So when you play the remake, you'll be used to it by now. And so that's my theory. And I'm excited to see the Faye remake, if it is real. The Faye remake, the Faye spin-off game, if it is real. Because I'm interested to see what it looks like, what the story is about. There's been a lot of rumors and stuff about it and stuff. So I'm excited to see what it's about. And the other rumor is Infamous, the Infamous remake. So I'm excited to see if they show that off here today. I just want to see more announcements and stuff, more games, more Sony exclusives, because we've barely got any Sony exclusives this generation of console. So I just want Sony exclusive games, PlayStation exclusive games, new games. I want to be excited for the future of PlayStation. And I hope I can. Please, no live service bullshit. I don't want no new live service. I don't want Concord 2. No, I don't care. Just give me single player games that I want to play. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about this, about all this announcements. The Middle-earth game for Warhorse Studios, the Witcher 3 DLC that's releasing in 2027, and the state of play. What predictions do you have? What are you excited to see? What do you want to see? I also think we might see Resident Evil Code Veronica at the state of play. We also could see it at the Summer Games Fest. Who knows? I'm just excited to see what we could be getting. I hope we get a lot more Sony exclusives, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, I have a Twitch, and I will be live reacting to the state of play, the Summer Games Fest, and the Xbox Showcase. And if that rumored Nintendo Direct is real, also be live reacting to that. I also play video games like horror games, third-person shooters, first-person shooters, narrative-driven games, open-world games. 3D platformers, 2D platformers, 2.5D platformers. I also play from indie to AA to AAA. So old, new, I play whatever I feel like playing. So go give me a follow, link in the description. And also you can see the URL on the screen right here. So give me a follow and also subscribe to this channel. It will really help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Bye bye.